Greetings in the name of all the gods and the goddesses. This is Jameson Silniena. Welcome to my channel. Erzulie, achadi loi moi. Erzulie, achadi loi moi. Tambala wedu saredo. Erzulie, achadi loi moi. Tambala wedu saredo. Pas manger ananas, pas fumer cigarette. Pas manger ananas, pas fumer cigarette. Pas manger cocoï qui j'en la jambe fait manquer. Erzulie, achadi loi moi. Tambala wedu saredo. Erzulie, achadi loi moi. Tambala wedu saredo. Pas manger ananas, pas fumer cigarette. Pas manger ananas, pas fumer cigarette. Pas manger coco et que j'ai la jambe fait manquer. Today, in this video, I'm going to talk about the Voodoo goddess Erzulie Dantor again. The Voodoo goddess Erzulie Dantor, the Black Madonna, has more in common with the Egyptian goddess Isis or Set than any other goddess. In this video, I'm going to show you the similarity between Erzulie Dantor and Set. Voodoo or African spirituality or black spirit, if we call them like that, have nothing to do with Christianity. Every time you saw this image, you think of Virgin Mary or Jesus, right? But the truth is, this image exists before the Hebrew went to Egypt, even before the birth of Virgin Mary, Joseph, and Jesus Christ. This image, along with the sigil, which we call Dantor, Veve, and the Voodoo realm, are connected to alchemy and high Kemet, or Egyptian mysticism. Isis was the mother of Horus. Erzulie Dantor was the mother of Tijin. Horus is the sun. Tijin is the sun. We can say the solar system. Isis is the dark mother. Erzulie Dantor is the black mother, or dark mother, or dark mother. Isis resurrected Osiris. Erzulie, when she shifted to Erzulie Red Eyes, she walked with the Bizango, or the Haitian Secret Society, to perform zombifications, a powerful rituals to bring dead people back to life. Isis can fly, turn to birds. Erzulie Dantor, when she's Frida, she can turn to any bird she wants. Pigeon is one of her favorites. Isis is the protector of women and bringer of magic. Erzulie Dantor protect and help every single mother. She's the blue flame of life we call Chi energy. Erzulie Dantor is the dark mother, the dark mother, the dark energy. Erzulie Dantor and Isis or Set represent positive feminine qualities. As a woman, you have to know yourself, especially a black woman. You have to know there is value and higher realm and state of mind you can't live. You can be a hoe, you can be a dumb, B word. I can't say that word yet now for the reason it can ban us. No, we're trying to, to be social here. We're on social media, right? Medea, she's a goddess. Let's go. So, Erzulie, Dantor, and Osset are basically the same goddesses. So, as black woman, you have to know there was, before the evil colonialists, they came. Black women were princess, queen, priestess, empress, goddesses. This is like, those were the titles of black women before the evil invaded her sacred land. The evils are the Europeans, the so-called white men and white woman. Yeah, I say it. The so-called white people, the Caucasoid. They invade Africa started 1880. European country raced to occupy Kemet or Ethiopia, the continent we call Africa today, the motherland, where all civilizations and knowledges came from. Haiti is like a tiny Africa. Most of our people, they kidnapped them during the invasions and they shipped them to the Caribbean. Haiti was mostly one of the places. That's why we got different tribes in Haiti. They make voodoo, but they fighting. You cannot make a country with different tribes. It's impossible to unite them, especially if they worship different gods or have different religions. They will stand against anything until you destroy them or until you release them. So, Erzulie Dantor was against colonizations. She was fighting along with other African gods with the Haitians to force the white men leave the Caribbean. Those gods was fighting in the Caribbean along with the so-called slave. I called them princess, prince, king, and queen. They were fighting the evil powers. They're still fighting the evil power. You heard? So, now we got a trinity, right? But the real trinity was not the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. The real trinity is Osiris, Isis, and Horus, or Ogun, Dantor, Tijin. So, it's for a spiritual purpose, it represents family. Family, you cannot build a family with a spirit, a son, and the Holy Spirit. So you need magic in order to make a child. So why we have to force spirituality to make a child to represent God? Every child represents God. All the children, they are like that baby she were. So, if you believe that, this is the universal truth. This is what I call a universal law. a universal spirit, a family spirit. Voodoo is like family spirit. Erzulie, Dantor, and Ogun, they have two kids, and they came together. Tambala Wedo, Aida Wedo, they come together. So that's the reality of our spirituality. We worship family spirit, the family. So that's why they're destroying black family. Okay, they put the white man outside of the family. They make us weak and they empower the woman to show you that the balance in Africa where woman was in power. So they are putting the woman in power. So the black men have to really work hard to get his power back. But we have to get our power from her mother's side. We have to use our feminine energy. That's why you have all those gay black men. They trying to turn back to the feminine energy, but they do it wrong. You have to become a priest or a god, not a sissy boy. I don't have nothing against gays, but when you have a lot of black men turn themselves to gays, you can, because they let the sexual part of it came out. But if they let the spiritual part out came out, they will be a god with both male and female energy. So we have to talk about the Igbo. The Igbo invent a myth to connect themselves to her story. They talk about how they went to Kemet, learning about magic and her secrets. Later, they talk about Moses and the Bible, who challenged our magic power, right? So they trying to show you faith have more power than magic, right? So this story they told you about Moses went to Africa challenging hope of black magic power, it's a lie. Okay? So Moses didn't even exist. So the only thing we know is during the reign of Omar the second, the Caliph of the Arabs. The Arabs' armies under the leadership of Habhar has invaded Egypt and killed millions of black people to repopulate the land with Arabs. That's the reason why Egypt populations now is in majority Muslims and Arabs. The Caliph said, the conquest of Egypt will give great power to the Muslim. We will be great aid to them for his wealthiest land and the weakest army they have. At the time, the gods and the goddesses we call black people today start to convert into Islam. And so the Arab was easy. That made it easy. That make it easy for the Arab to conquer them. Yeah. Instead of becoming religious, we have to become a divine person, a divine energy to get our spiritual power back. We need to start worship false gods. Okay, false god. They are real for any god is real for his nation. So Jehovah is real for the Jew. Jehovah, right? Jehovah is real for the Jew. Okay, so Mahomet is real for the Arabs. But we were never a religious person. We are the gods they try to worship too. That's what we are. So gods don't have no guns. God doesn't want to fight. God want to unite. God wanna help. God wanna elevate and build universe. So they are the one who bring the fight. Okay, because the Haitian Revolution is a good example. Before this revolution, America was the battleground of European power to compete for wealth and lands. The Haitian Revolution would unite politics and spirituality to build a country, one of the greatest countries on earth. The world doesn't understand one of the main reasons Haiti can rise. It's because Haitians are freedom fighters. They are constantly complaining and fight European culture and ideology to stay an authentic nations. Why the white man system is scared the most is a black man on power or a black man rise on power. So they will do anything to destroy this black man. So they don't want to see us in power because they know as soon as we are in power, we will go back to our godship. We will turn to not a tyrant like them turn to tyrant. They're still tyrant. Turn to a god, like a very good person, like a very good, like Mansa Musa, by example. He used to own a lot of golds. He converted to Islam and give the wealth of Africa to the Arabs. So when the Arabs saw that, so the Arabs think, hey, Africa is a place to conquer, and they tell it to the white men, and all of them came, and they fuck up the shit. But we didn't have an army to protect them, to protect ourselves against them, and they have an army, so they invade us and take over our culture. So now, when we talk about Orishas, the Lwa, the Anunnaki, we talk about the same thing. Like beings who came from darkness, who came down to create us. We are stardust and informations. If our great-grandparents were gods and goddesses who came from the sky, that make us new generations of gods and goddesses. We are the legacy of Dantor and of Osset, Ogun and Osiris. Before the Greek and the woman invaded Africa, they didn't know nothing about civilizations. They didn't know nothing about nothing. They didn't know how to read and write. They didn't talk. They were savages. The first language ever invented was Medunate, the Egyptian alphabet, with hieroglyph, the Sumerian, the Akkadians. Listen, we were the shit. We still the shit. In fact, black language exists before time. We can say the so-called black people are more ancient than time itself. We are the sun, the moon, the stars, and every single celestial body out there in the universe. That's what we are. We need to rise. This is a wake-up call. You need to become Ogu, Dantor. All of the Orishas, all of the Lwa. That's what we are. Bless. If you love this vibe, you love the spirit, you stand for yourself. Share, subscribe, and like.